So I hope you went and did this file. I have 4 images here, so I'm going to use this. I went on the previous video before what you have to do. So now we got here. As I said, I have a white canvas, it's blank, nothing. So usually the way how I start with this is I don't have any idea what I'm doing here, but I'm gonna go with a purple. It's like my starting point. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna change the text colors to white just so we can see them. And now let's say you want to play with typography, you want to play with different shapes. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna grab a circle. As always, that really works. I'm going to create a new layer. And I'm going to grab the circle and just draw something in here. So you have a black circle, right? But now I want to add some gradients to this. So what I'm going to do, I kind of like this dark. So my flow for this, what I had in mind is let's go with something dark, like something black. Like I kind of like where this is going actually. And this layer actually has a gradient. It's gray. You can go and duplicate that if you want. But I kind of like that because the light is coming from the right side and it's getting darker on the left side. Where the circle itself, it's light on the left side and darker on the right side. So it kind of gives this perspective 3D effect to it. So I'm gonna do this one, and then I'm gonna duplicate Control J on keyboard or Command J on Mac. And now, as you can see here on the right side, I have 2 separate layers with a circle. So for this one, I'm gonna change actually the gradient of it. I'm gonna go with the red one, and on the right side something with purple. I might change this, but let's see how that looks. So that layer is on the back of this one, so I'm just gonna move it a little bit up, so until we get at this point. And now I kind of like this. So as I said, what I want to do here is add some typography on it, and let's see how that's gonna work. So let's write something cool. Let's maybe write, I don't know, let's say Supreme. Just have a Supreme t-shirt here. As always, this is completely experimental. I don't know what I'm gonna end up doing in the end. So I might fail, I might regret some decisions. But this is the cool part about it. Like, you're seeing the full picture, how I work and how I do the posters daily. So yeah, so I have this text here. This is, I'm gonna just right click on it and do rasterize type. So now it's all pixelated. So usually what I do with this stuff is like I grab the selection tool. Maybe I want to go back now. You see, I'm just gonna delete that, and I want to make the full thing. Oops. I want to make this full thing all caps. You can use any kind of font. I have Montserrat. I'm gonna maybe go with a Futura. It's always safe. Alright. So here we are. I have the Futura. I'm gonna right click on it and go rasterize type. And now I'm just gonna grab the selection tool and just gonna grab just the tip of it. And select that part. Make sure the right side, the layer is selected. And now press Ctrl J on your keyboard. So basically it made a duplicate only of the selection that you did. So now you go and grab the layer below that, grab the moving tool, and you just bring it below that. So now we're going to do that again. We're going to select this layer and going to grab a little bit more of that text. And Ctrl J again. And that's duplicate and stayed in place. I'm going to do that again. This time I'm going to grab a little bit more of that. I'm just going to move it down. So I'm going to just continue doing this thing. And let's see what we're going to end up doing. Okay, let's grab a little bit more of it. Move this down. Let's grab a little bit more of it. Let's go up until here and move this down. And now let's grab almost all of it and move that down. And now we have everything together. So go ahead and kind of select all of those layers and press Command J on your keyboard and now all of them are grouped together. So in order, maybe I'm gonna mess this up, so I want to save that, so I'm just gonna press Ctrl J on keyboard and sort of duplicate that, but I also can do right click and where's the duplicate? Yeah, duplicate group, there. So I'm gonna right click on this duplication and make merge group. So now, oops, let's hide that group that has all the layers inside. So now we have this image, right? Like we have all these is together. So before I showed you that we had all these images that we saved them as PSDs. So now what we're gonna do basically is use that as a reference to sort of distort that. But I want to keep these videos short, so I hope you follow until this place and come on the next video to show you what we're gonna do with those images we used before.